Hi everyone on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and football fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about the NFL wildcard games and my picks for the 2023-2024 NFL Division round. Check it out. Well, again, before I get to my thoughts, just again to remind everyone why I'm doing it very late in the week, because I'm getting more prepared for getting my last exam done in a month. So I'm getting more prepared to do that and more focus on my getting my last exam done. Maybe graduate this spring. So that's my goal I'm trying to reach right now. So if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But that's my uptake to take it right now. So I'm really more focused on my exams more than my picking videos right now, because it's nothing against you guys. I just want to get to my last steps. So that's what I want to do. So if you guys are wondering why I'm going so late, that's my reasons. So I want to keep reminding everyone, I have my last exam coming up in February. So I'm more focused on that. So I think it's right after the Super Bowl, actually, I'm going to be taking it. So I'm more focusing on that right now. So if you want, that's my reasons why I haven't been really been doing my predictions late. That's why. So anyways, I want to give you all a heads up on that one. So I'm just getting more prepared for it. So anyways, that being said, my thoughts for the wild card, both straight up against the spread, not so good. I went under 500. I went 2-4 straight up and against the spread. But over and under was my best overall. I went 3-3. I went 500 on that one. Not too bad. So, anyways, that's not really bad really as well. But my record as of right now, my record right now straight up and against the spread, straight up I'm 169 and 103 overall in the year, and against the spread I'm 137, 17 and 14 pushes overall in the year. And for the over and under, I'm 37 and 32. So I'm just hoping if I get another good over and under week, I get to push my luck to have over 500. So that's pretty good on my mark on that one. Anyways, continuing on my thoughts about the wild card, Cleveland and Houston. Houston just wanted to show up and prove a point, and they did. And good run for Cleveland, for the wild card. I think in the near future they're going to be a good solid ball club. I think they'll be in the playoffs next year, but we'll have to wait and see and find out. Anyways, continuing on with that one, Kansas City and Miami. Probably one of the coldest games we ever saw in a playoff game in a long while. And it turned out Kansas City's way. And for Miami, they just couldn't feel the cold. So I had to say on that one. But Miami's run, it was a great run. Just came out short. So nothing against Tua Tagovailoa in the Miami's offense. But I think they have a lot of work on the defensive side of the ball. So I think they'll be back in the playoffs next year too. We'll have to stay tuned for that. Anyways, for Buffalo and Pittsburgh, hey, what could I say? Buffalo did get the win, and the only good thing about that spread, I did get the cover. So I thought I did get Buffalo to win. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't cover that spread. I'm sorry, my fault. But I got the over and under on that one, so that was pretty good. So anyways, that's the stretch on that one. For Buffalo, Pittsburgh had a good run like Cleveland. This came a little short, but I don't know what's the scoop. All I know is Mike Tomlin's going to be back next year, which I'll get to coaching after my thoughts. So anyways, Dallas and Green Bay. If you would have told me that Green Bay was going to go out and get smoked, if Green Bay was going to spank Dallas, I would have thought you were crazy. I would have thought that Dallas was going to get spanked this week. But I was wrong. Then what can you say? The Rams in Detroit, I got to tell you, congratulations to the Detroit Lions. You get your first playoff win in over 32 years. Congratulations to you guys. So, to the Lions. But now we have a big test going up next week too. And I believe that's against Tampa Bay. So that's a good game to be looking forward to. Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. I got to tell you this. There's going to be a lot of changes going on. I think Matt Patricia is going to be gone too next year. So if you're going to ask me, I think there's going to be some coaching changes, but not for the head coaching job. I'm like, not for that. Maybe I'm going to tell you this. Just give me 1 minute. I do believe that Nick Sirianni will be back next year, but not Matt Patricia. I think he's gonna go back to rejoin Bill Belichick wherever he goes next year. And that's my thought on that one. Yes, you heard me right. As you all know by now, Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft agreed to part ways from the Patriots, and now he is out and about, and now Gerard Mayo is in. How I feel about that one? I like the move. Personally, I really like the move. I just knew down the road that when Gerard Mayo got the position to be assistant coach, I kind of had a feeling he was going to be the guy to take over. Not to say anything bad, but he's not Bill Belichick, but I think he's a really smart guy. In fact, when he played, he was one of the smartest guys on the team for all those years when he played. When he got into coaching, he was the same one. He was one of the smartest assistant coaching out there. So, I like the move, in my part. I really like it. So, anyways, to this move, I give credit to the Patriots and Robert Kraft to make that move. I really like it. I always like Gerard Mayo as a player. I really like it. And now they're looking for defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators and special teams to look forward to sign and hire. So I'm looking forward to that this coming off season. But it just puts on the pedal what we're going to do in the draft. So, and what's coming signing this off season too. So it's going to be very, very interesting what this is going to be going down to this off season. Who we're going to sign and who we're going to draft. This is going to be so fun to watch this off season. I'm looking forward to that one. And I wish Gerard Mayo nothing but the best. And I'm hoping I see him next year in training camp as I go see Metallica this coming off season in August during training camp. So during training camp, Metallica is going to be touring with Ice Nine Kills, Five Finger Death Punch, and Pantera, which is I'm definitely looking forward to that this off season. It's August 2nd to the 4th. So it's during training camp time. So I'm hoping they get some training camp their first day open around that time frame, so we'll go from there. So I'll be definitely going down there this coming off season for a concert, but not for a game. But definitely look forward to. So if they have training camp around then too. So, anyways, I wish Gerard Mayo nothing but the good luck and nothing but the best. And Bill Belichick, wherever he goes or whatever he decides he wants to do, I hope he gets that record, which I believe it's 14 or 16 games left he has to break to win. 16 or 14 wins to get that record. So I think it's going to be worth it for him. All right. That's my thoughts about the Patriots right now, and that's my thoughts about the wild card week. Let's get on to my division round picks. Okay, let's get on to the division round games. We'll start off with tomorrow's game, Baltimore and Houston. This is a game, I expect to be a high-flying game, battle of great offenses, so I think this is going to be a good one to watch. So I think this is going to be, if you like offensive games, this isn't one for you. So I really think this game is going to go, whoever's going to have the ball last. But I think it's not going to be the highest score you guys think it is. So anyways, to say the least on that one. So would I be surprised if it goes over 30? No. Will I be surprised if it goes around the 20s? No. So anyways, I think the way I look at it, this game is going to go, and probably has the ball last. So I think that's the way I'm going to go with that. So anyways, that being said, let's continuing on with the pick right now. For Baltimore and Houston. Houston has home field advantage. Baltimore, has home field advantage. My apologies on that one. So anyways, that being said, Baltimore has the home field advantage. And as I'm going to say this, I still think Baltimore is going to hang on with the win, but I think it's going to be a lot close game. So I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens over the Houston Texans at home to beat out the Texans in this game. But on the line now, Baltimore is favored by 9.5 in this game. But I'm going to go shoot for Houston plus 9.5 in this game because I think this is going to be a really close game. I think it's going to go down to at least a touchdown or something like that. So I think that's going to go at least to that. So I'm going to take Baltimore straight up and Houston plus 9.5. And over and under, it's 43.5. I'm going to go over 43.5. With your final score in this one, the Baltimore Ravens 27, Houston Texans 20. All right, continue on the next tomorrow's game, Green Bay and San Francisco. So if you're looking at San Francisco, Home field advantage, they got it early. They benched a lot of players. Not the best idea. But as for Green Bay, you spank Dallas and you're into the next round. They're already fresh and motivated and ready to go. This is going to be a tight one. It's not going to become as easy though. I think San Francisco's going to have some rust in them, because usually when you bench a lot of your best players and save them for the playoffs, that's often not the best idea. As you see with the Patriots over the years, they never benched Tom Brady over the years, but he did play, but he got stepped out a bit in the third quarter or second, or in the end of the fourth quarter and something like that. So anyways, what I'm saying is that's often not the best idea. The Colts did that over the years with Marvin Harrison, Peyton Manning, and Jeff Saturday, and Reggie Wayne over the years, except for that one year in 2006 and 2007, they won the Super Bowl. So, if I'm not mistaken on that one, I think 1 year they did that with Kansas City, though, with Trent Green in 2003, if I remember correctly, and Tony Gonzalez, and they got benched, and they got a one-and-done deal. So, and I know the Broncos did that with John Elway 1 year, and they got upset by Jacksonville. So, usually that doesn't really work, what I'm trying to tell you. And this is why I'm going to go with the upset in this one. So, I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers over San Francisco in San Francisco to win this ball game. But it's going to be a very close game, to say the least. And I expect to be high-flying in this one, too. Not going to say San Francisco is going to be all rusty up. But I think they're going to get slower pace and work their way back up. But it's not going to be enough. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers at the upset over the San Francisco 49ers to win. So, and on the line, San Francisco's favored by 10 in this game. You know I like the upset. I'm going to take Green Bay plus 10. Over and under, it's 50.5. And I'm going to say over 50.5 in this game. And with the final score, Green Bay 31, San Francisco 28. All right, the Detroit Lions and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, for this game, I think the Detroit Lions got their Super Bowl, but I think they got their eyes on another prize, too. They're at home. They should be happy about that. So, anyways, now you're Tampa Bay. You got the upset, too. So, this is going to be a fun one. So, but I don't expect it to be much, other than much of a good defensive game. And I'll give Detroit this. They stepped out on defense what they needed to do the most. And they did that at the end of the year, and they did it last week. And honestly, I think this is going to come down to the defense too. Because I've been a little bit impressed with Detroit's defense stepping up when it matters the most. And they did that last week. So, anyways, when I'm trying to see with that one, I think as of right now, the most dangerous defense right now is probably Detroit Lions right now. So, not to take anything credit away from the Detroit Lions on the offense. Their offense has been explosive all year. And they showed up last week too, but I think they have a much bigger impact than they are this week. But, to say the least for Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield got his first playoff win. Which I think that was his first playoff win. I don't think he got a playoff win in Cleveland, if I don't remember correctly. So, anyways, give Tampa Bay credit this one for a while. So, Tampa Bay, they reached the playoffs in the last 3 years. This time with Baker Mayfield. So, into my knowledge right now, I'll give the Buccaneers this. I forgot the Buccaneers. Yeah, I forget for the Buccaneers head coach, Todd Bowles. Yeah, I forgot his name, Todd Bowles. But anyways, that being said, I would argue that Todd Bowles could be Coach of the Year candidate. I really can. The other one I can argue probably was John Harbaugh. So those are my two candidates I'm thinking right now. The Coach of the Year candidates is Todd Bowles and John Harbaugh to be Coach of the Year right now. If I had to make a correction on that one right now, if I had to I think my Coach of the Year I think I had for Coach of the Year For, what did I have for a coach of the year? I thought I had... Oh, I forgot who I had. I thought I picked, yeah, I forgot who I picked, though, but, Dan Campbell. I picked Dan Campbell to win Coach of the Year, which I'm not too... He could possibly be Coach of the Year, too, so... Now, I think Dan Campbell has a shot, too, so I've had to pick an audible on that one, probably Dan Campbell. So I originally had Dan Campbell to have Coach of the Year as my early predictions right now. But if I look at it right now, could be down to John Harbaugh, Todd Bowles, or Dan Campbell. So those are my top 3 candidates right now. So as Coach of the Year. So anyways, continue on with the pick. As I said, I think the most stepped up team, the most step up on defense is Detroit. And I think they're going to probably step it up even more in this game. So I'm going to grab the Detroit Lions at home over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game. On the line now, Detroit's favored by 6 in this game. I'm going to take Detroit -6. Over and under, it's 48.5. I'm going to go for under 48.5. I think this is going to be a lot closer game than I think it is, but it's going to be a little bit of a low-scoring game. Final score, Detroit Lions 26, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 19. Anyways, continuing on. The last game, the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City. Buffalo and Kansas City meet again. This time it's in Buffalo. Now, I'm not going to go with all the Taylor Swift kind of thing. If her and Travis Kelce date, that's their business, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that one. So, I'm not going to dispute any of the whole Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing. No. That's not who I am. If they want to tie the knot, let them do it. I don't really care. So, whatever. I'm just saying, whatever Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift do, that's their business. So, anyways, even though I'm not a fan of her, so I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift, never was a fan of her music, but I was always respected for charity works and what she did, so I give her that. So, anyways, continuing on with that, but, as I was saying, though, the game is in Kansas City this time. So, I'm Buffalo this time. And now, I believe and Buffalo has been on Kansas City thorn from their side for a while. It has to come to an end at some point. And I think it's this week. So, anyways, as I'm trying to say in this one, I think Buffalo's time to finally beat Kansas City is this week. So, I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over the Kansas City Chiefs to win in Buffalo. On the line now, Buffalo is favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm going to take Buffalo -2.5. Over and under is 45.5. I'm going to go over 45.5 in this game. With the final score in this game, the Buffalo Bills 28, the Kansas City Chiefs 24. Okay, a big shout out this week is Giorgio DeFranco, the Godfather. Gio knows. He went into my video chat last week and he told me about his situation. Glad he's okay. So I'm glad he's doing all right. So just want to say a big shout out to the Godfather himself and hope he's doing all right. So a big shout out to him and the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticator community in the description down below right here. Until then, this is Andrew Warren signing out, saying rock out and good luck to all of your picks this week.